Hello and happiest of days to you folks. I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day today. One of the best you ever had in your entire life for you folks. And so I started on Thursday, I started doing a Let's Play for like an hour of challenge mode in the brand new Planet Coaster 2 that had just been introduced, as well as a DLC and that sort of a thing. Thought that would be nice and fun. The hard thing about that is you usually get a lot of rough stuff on it, pretty much no cash. But the good thing about that is that you can play your part as much as you want, right? So I started to turn a profit, and then I decided I wanted to slide over to Fantasyland. Normally, Fantasyland, I just normally reserve this as a sandbox park that I do after I start a theme park. Like this started with Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, and then once I finished all of those challenges, I then went to this and just had some fun with it. I always turn on the economics. It's a larger park with 12 sub-themes. The one you start with is a ferry themed kids and junior kids and family friendly stuff, right? And then you'll move into the park, and there'll be things out there like Atlantis, which has pools and water rides, and then other things like Gothic horror and that sort of thing. If that makes sense. So basically, I put about an hour into it. I said, well, where's park? But a lot of time into it. I figured I needed to get it some work that night, downloading some fairy themed things. There is a fairy tale in the game for first stuff, so I figured that'd be nice. But unfortunately, I loaded it this morning and played it for like 25. I couldn't find anything, and that's another thing too. So let's head over here. But there were some issues. I spent about 25 minutes telling you that and showing you the changes that I had to make. But then, unfortunately, I'll show you right now as we head over here. I'll load this park up. But basically, I couldn't do any loans, even because I started with the lowest possible money. That's everything too. Actually, I should start it. Not manager. I'll just go through there. Basically, what's happening? So one of the things that I'd done between then was to add like the half rooms that were going to be themed in park maintenance, as well as hiring staff, right? That's everything too. Unfortunately, because the loans weren't turned on, we had gotten to a place fiscally where we needed to take out some loans and then get some rides started. So I recorded like 25 minutes this morning after getting everything ready to get us to that place, and unfortunately, I couldn't get those rides added. Another issue that I noticed for fiscally was that one of the issues was so I had to redo it. And that sort of a thing too. And then I started like about half an hour in, and then I just redoing it. I wasn't recording with it. And then I noticed that the teacup ride over here that I built first, after like building a bunch of infrastructure, it wasn't bringing in any money. Its bargain price was nothing, and we didn't have anything coming on. So I tried that again, and then that didn't work either. So the fourth time in that I did it, I actually just made it kind of a challenge mode combined with this, and then just changed it down to 10,000. But the one good thing that I was able to do is that one of the issues that I had with running this park is that people wanted some, food and drinks, right? But the problem with that is, and here I'll show you, on the staff management section, I'm sorry, that's the wrong place to get there. I'd physically hired them. They're about $200 each. And then, but you hear on the staff management side of things, here I wanted to show you what the prices look like. Just so you know, staff, all right here. Let's get there. Right here. So you can see that the vendors make $21 an hour. Not bad. Probably the cheapest thing after custodians, but you get the idea. But then I had all that, that time and that sort of thing too. So I thought it'd be nice, and also save some investment with our costs too. Also, one of the things that happened, I don't know if you recall this, but at the end of the last episode, I hired a junior and a mechanic. But you will note that when you build the mechanics thing, which I also did too, you actually will also just automatically build a mechanic, right? And so clearly that wasn't an issue either. And so I started with 2 mechanics because you had built one when you built the mechanic workshop over here, which I built. So now you'll notice over here now that some of these things are a little different. Just show you because I moved some things around or just rebuilt them and that sort of a thing too, right? So let's take a quick look over here. So you can see that this time I have a smaller cube line for my roller coaster, and I took it over to the side and then down. I didn't want to waste that space in between near the road for stuff. Also, the exit there is not going over to the side on the right. Oh, sorry, left. Right. It's on the. It's over there too. And then also another thing over here is that you will see my stuff over here too, with all my stuff. Another thing that I found when I was doing, I actually started this last night, or well, this morning when I started, and getting caught up with these things fiscally, is that there are probably some better storybook decorations. Not storybooks, sorry, fairy tale decorations in this genre of theme. So you can see it right here. I'll show you. Here in the scenery section. Right. So you can see here, right? And so here, I'm going to go to the paths and stuff, type in fairy, and check. Okay. Alright, you can see that I had previously, the previous time, I had chosen sort of this princess or male, or this crown of the nobility as my litter bin, which is a palace bin, and then it's called a palace bin. A fairy tale thing, and then I also done these palace seats right next to them as benches. Right, well, that's fine. I don't have any major issues with that. And that sort of thing too. You can see that also has some issues too, which just sort of meeting things around the palace runs and that sort of thing too. It kind of feels a little more specific to palaces and that sort of thing too. But I want the heart benches and the heart things in the center there too. To get that stuff taken care of for you folks. I think that's good stuff. Right. And again, I did put that. So unfortunately, I couldn't find, I could find it. I just couldn't afford to move it in there, and that sort of thing to the blueprints for a fairy stuff. So we're just doing the bases over there for the info session and the bathrooms too, unfortunately. Alright, so you can see, unfortunately, I'm losing money, as you can see here. Not that much, because I have reduced my costs. I've been previously, because I only had one mechanic and only one vendor instead of 3. There you go. But here, I'll show you what our finances are looking like right now. Alright, folks. You can see right now. You can see my park cash today, my park value, and all that stuff too. My park profit is over here. Let me see if I can find it for it. Pull down park profit, and then right now that's probably increasing my costs though. Yeah, but you can see my costs, my park profit after my cost breakdown. You can see I'm losing money a little bit, maybe $20 to $30 every couple of seconds, maybe 50, right? Maybe just a little bit. I'm pretty much breaking even, right? So let's take a look at what I want to do next. But now, if you'll recall, one of the issues of the fairy tale side of the things, unlike the challenge part, is that here I need to get them I need to play with the actual proper part of it, right? For example, over here, all of my flat rides that I build have to be kind of junior and themed, or junior minis and themed around fairy stuff. Now I could fairy, big stuff like a fairy flying coaster and that sort of thing too. That will make me money, but I need to have things up front that actually do that properly. Right? And there were 2 coasters. I started with the Wild Mouse and the Junior coaster, which both make sense. And then also you can get some. But most of this, the only other things you might want to get is a spiral slide, or maybe the twist. Though that's probably a little up. The spiral slide's not going to make you any money. And that's sort of a thing too, right? And neither is the carousel nor the T-Cuts. That's one of the reasons why I'm losing money. So, and that's one of the reasons why. So one of the track rides, I think, flat rides that I could do is the Cheers one. So let's take a look at it real quick. Chairplane. Actually, sorry. It's called Chairplane here. Yep, Chairplane. Chairplane. It's 4K, and it probably won't give you that much money, but there's going to be probably a lot of folks that I might put on it at a time, and that sort of other thing too. And then over here is, I think, the twist. Yeah, this is what it's called here, 3,500. And it's probably going to give you more money. But it costs less, which is good. But that might be considered more of an adult thing, if you want to make sense. But I'm not sure. That's kind of right. You regularly come across other kids, and that sort of thing too. But then obviously the other one's the Junior coaster, and that costs 3,500 for it. And that, so the Junior coaster plus the Chairplanes, that'd be $700 to take out. That's a lot. But before I do that, I want to unlock some tech that I have done. Let's take this. I've got 3,300. I could do wooden coasters or water coasters, and that might not. Wooden coasters might not be the worst thing. But I already have 2 coasters I can put up here in the front with the and the mouse is good. So I'm not sure that I wanted to be doing that. I could do a wooden coaster too. And I could probably theme like an adult wooden coaster too, but I already have one from my previous ones. I already have one of them. Let's set that over here. Or get the water coasters for 4,500, 4,800. Then we do a fun water, and those would be, it looks like a log flume. Yeah, log flume, and probably a boat ride. It's not bad. And then also I have over here probably give me that might be a regular wooden coaster, and it might be the train ride or something like that. So let's go over to here to the flat rods, which are pretty low cost, and then not that bad at bringing it in cash because they don't cost that much. Almost I can click it. There we go. All right, so the special flat ride there, that is a bumper car for 2,400, and that's it. So I probably want to do the tower of flat rods. It'll probably give me some good stuff. Although that probably is going to be more closer to the center of the park. I certainly could put, bumper cars in the beginning. They're probably not going to be that much money getting come from it. But the tower flat rods are, you can see that's that is pretty good stuff. I think that the one on the left there is is a very strong launch tower that you can get lots of money from, and then the other one's a pretty good one too for cash, right? And if this were, an observation tower, yeah, I could put that there. Although I was expecting it probably to be somewhere in the middle of the park. I was already calling it now needle in my head. So let's go ahead. But the only thing here I could build, but probably wouldn't want to immediately, is the worst of. And let's just and that is here at the 2,400 floor. But those are both money makers. Tower flat rods. If I wanted to, you can make tons of money from that. Let me see what else we have over here. I could do a transport ride probably too. Yeah, a single decker bus. I could probably also do some track rides too. I think go karts would be a good idea too. Yeah, go karts is here too at 4,800. And then also a tap and clean. That's not the worst thing in the world, right? Let's go ahead and do the fire rides. It's just a wall, but yeah, it's fun. I'll research it. Click over here on the research button. Then what I want to do is take about 10,000 in loans to build this mini coaster with and stuff. Now, if you recall, again, the one that you get started with is 3,500. And that is a blueprint that you get. Now, it's not themed fantasy or fairy tale, but I think we can just change it and get that done for you folks. Alright. Add a new loan. Yeah, revenue due today, all that stuff. So we are going to do 10K, which should be enough to give me some. I might want to just do 8K and then build them before moving. And that's the other thing too. I can always do 2K more. Yeah, let's just do 8K. It's possible. 15.3, I'm sure it's 8. Yeah. 8K confirm loan. You see the debt is acquired is another 1,600. And that's probably fine. After that, we're going to go places. Again, I will not hit pause until they're both placed because at AK is basically exactly done. Get them done for you folks. Alright, so the first thing I was, if you recall, I was leaving over here space for a coaster and also a transport item. So let's just do the coaster first. And now probably the chair plane probably there on the right. I think that's not a bad place on the far side of the roads. The coaster's worth the most money, I'm sure. So again, I'm just going to be doing the track that they have here. Now I might want to do it over there on the left based on how big that is, but I just don't know. We'll see. You can see all its numbers here with good excitement for 3,500 on a coaster. Good gear, not that, no nausea at all, which is good. It's called the Sky Saver. And we can, in the storybook in a fairy tale way, I'm not sure if that's the best way to get that one. Let's see. Yeah, we can definitely put it there, so I don't need to be moving it all up and down. Because if I can fit a dark light figure right here, how close is it? Get it to there. That's my name. This also came with the sorcery pack, as I remember. So it's also like this. So that's good. I'm building it too. That's pretty close by. I can very much get that right up there in the front for you folks. Probably get it right here if I want to. Could I get it without the things? Probably. Yeah. It's fine. I can get that as close to the front as possible. Just kidding. And then the other part could be good for like train attractions, right, or something bigger. Transports and sort of thing too. But we're gonna just go ahead and see how close I can get this over here to the left. I can get it there. I can get it very close to the left. That's good. I can get it as far away as I need to. So let's go right here. It's probably not the worst thing in the world. Now, actually, is it possible for me to do that? I don't know that I want that road. Doing roads might be a little weird over here in the themed section. So let me see if I could just do it here. Click on the button without the theme. Now, obviously, that'll be a rough hit because you want the theming. Probably to help get the ride to a better place fiscally. But I can do the theme myself if I need to here up front. A sky sailor, I could probably do something a better theme, like in the urban part, for example. So let me take a look and see if I can just do it. Nope, I'm not seeing it without there. Nope, let me see it's over here. It might be on one of these buttons. Wing, that's not it. Water, nope, that's specifically its type. Special. Hopper, that's a specific type too. Yeah, all that stuff just has it. This thing over there. It's over here in the right. Throw that way. Yep. I'm sure it's probably not the worst thing in the world to do it with that, because that's probably going to be worth a lot of money, right? But let me just check real quick and see if I can pull it off when I build it. How do I pull off these? I totally messed up. How do I pull off the terrain when I make a roller coaster in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2? Is it maybe some volume or something like that? That still might work. Yeah, my internet's not that great here either. Sorry about that. And that sort of thing. Let me change it around how I turn off screen. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna pause this and come back to it and see if I can figure it out. Alright, I'll be back. So I had the results. One AI said that you just gotta place it and then delete what you don't like, and then another place said that there should be a button there. But I'm not seeing it, and they didn't show it either. And they said that if you change the collision, if you don't see it, to change your collision settings. And I tried that too. I couldn't find it either. So we're just going to go ahead and place it and then change that stuff. That's fine right there. I could put it right there, Nick. Well, it's too close to the entrance there. Sure, it might work there. We don't want to have all that lines and that sort of thing. That probably is about as far as I want to go. And so I'll probably just get a little closer and go ahead and place it. Alright, that's good. Probably a little bit. That's fine. Maybe one more over. That's fine. Maybe a couple more back. Let's see how that works for you folks. Right. I'll go ahead and test Sky Sealer right now for you folks. And as you can see, I need to get it. Sorry about that. I thought I was going to sneeze and then I didn't. That's weird. Alright, let's go ahead and test it. And then we'll add a power facility and connect it with roads. So first we got to add a power facility. So we'll do that right over here. probably do it right here. Power distributor. Yep. Let's do it. Right over here should be good. Remember, we don't want that to be right on the edge, right? Because that would be right here, and that's not bad, right? But we need to get it closer to the stuff, right? So we'll put it right there on the edge. Let's go. Connect it. So that would get that powered and done. And now over here, we'll just go ahead. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can change the paths without deleting them. I'm sure that I can do that. I would like to do that also to do that with the entrance too, and I was hoping to do that, but just wasn't able to find that space. Let me see if I can find it here. And while that's happening, let's go ahead and get that linked up. So that way we can get the party started. First thing I want to do over here is to get this cube over here. With our scenery. Sorry, that would be actually a path, not scenery. So that's going to be the cube path. I was hoping to get that over another one, so it was just immediately line up. That did not happen. Alright, but it's fine. I'm not losing sleep over it. Sure as possible. Right through the terrace. That's actually the wrong key, sorry. That's the default. Yeah. That's not even the one I want or using here. So it's wrong twice. It's not the wrong. It doesn't match. It's not the one for here. Here we're using the rustic cube. Much better. And over here, right? Normally, right, you would probably over here and make cube, right? Hopefully we will go back here too. Actually, now that I think about it, I might just want to match what they have there. Yeah, I'll just do that until I figure it out. So that way it blends in seamlessly. So over here at the pathing tool first, just come over to here. Try to match theirs with the path. I think it's a 14. It is. I think it's that here. Well, it's a wooden path, you see. Another option we have over here. Say it wouldn't flow. Yeah, it could be that, but I think it's probably it floats. No, it's not it. It's weird. That's definitely not it. I thought it shows the mosaic wood floor. Is that not it? Maybe that's something else. Because that doesn't seem like a mosaic wood floor either. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I chose something else. Let's do that. Both. Okay. And over here too. what I'm doing now. Yeah, you can definitely see. Weird stuff is happening over there. Back over here to the pathing tool. Go back over here to the gas pan. We're going to choose not the rusty swirly path, but the marble one. Well, it's mostly that wood. Trying to get that as flat as possible, but that's fine. It's just that is the right path, but it's a little discolored. That's weird. It's not default, so let me check and see what color that is. Pathing tool color is that? It's a pathing area. It's path area demographic. Yeah. While I'm here. I'm already at my delete path. I'm fixing the other one. I'm going to do that. Pretty much, I'll probably do that after an hour or something. Like, I'm sure you guys don't want to see me make sure that the path match will look even my color. Yeah, it's fine. Go over here. Path match. Was it the dim gray instead? I'll take that. I'll just double check, make sure. Let's go over to here real quick. Texture here. Nice one. That works. That does match it up. Alright. Now over here, we just got to do the that cube is definitely a wooden cube. Yeah, I'll just here. I'll just go ahead and click on that too. And copy it over and then just do that fast for you folks. Get that done. That's my style. Copy existing texture. Yeah, it's a horizontal wood. Good. Alright, that's all done for you folks. And I'm even matched the colors. So now, once this is done testing, I'll go ahead and get that opened for you folks. Maybe for the meantime, after that happens, I'm going to go ahead and then do before I do that, let's go ahead and build this movement. Also, let me check the money. What's it looking here? Finance was. It says $6 for the costume. Let me see what the bargain is. Oh yeah, $5.53. That's a little cheaper, but you can get it. Alright, so let's head down over to here. Actually, that's not the bad place to put a flat ride bolt. Because here's where the money is. Then that path goes up. That's kind of weird. Right, it's a flume. It's a check ride. That's a check. Oh, that's a flat ride. Cheers, swing. I'll probably not use it immediately. Sure, plane. Here. It's probably not going to be the biggest issue in the world. Put it here. Turn around. Yeah, I probably want to have a bigger queue. But I don't even have to worry about the exit. That's probably because this is probably going to bring like a lot of people. Just like, you know, so just unlike some of the other things, probably not, you know, the most money, but it'll probably be fun. So maybe push it a little bit away. That's probably good. Entrance here. Exit here. I'll go fix that first. Yeah, I'll go. Not here. So I'll go ahead and delete that really quickly so it's not going up like stairs or a ramp or something like that. I'm sure you don't care. Let's get that done. Anything tools, customize. Just right with that. The gens, music. Here, this is going to be 8. Sorry, 12. I'll pick one instead. Where are you folks? Yeah, it's fine. It's still a little high, but it's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm sure the auto corrects stuff that'll be here fine. Let's just drop this to a 4. Yeah. Yeah, it's still a little weird. I'll go ahead. No, I don't know what happened there. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, queue over here, and this is this is back to my real queues. This is going to be a queue. This would be the rest of the queue. There we go. Now that I think about it, I'd probably bring that closer to there, and then just put a few queues in order to maximize the space. You know what I mean? But I'm sure you guys are tired of me moving stuff. It's fine. That's probably it. Yeah, it's good. So just to make sure, let's get cash and first. Let's just start to. Actually, that's 5:30 would be 5:40. Yeah, let's see what part it is. It's about 5:20. It drops off 20 seconds. That's it. Let's connect it and get it done. Folks. Go external in order to keep my 4 stuff. I can go internal, but then that's where my decoration point wants to go. So we'll go ahead and over here to the right. Is that enough or should I do it? Let's see. If I didn't dad it, I can always. I don't. Now let's head back over to here. We're going to delete this over here real quick. And make sure that the exit's working at it again. And Yeah, no, this is still pretty high. Over here, we'll do something like this too. So that works. Yeah, it's still a little on the higher side. You can see over there, it comes in high. Let's, I could probably do, normal 12 here. It's fine. There. That's good. Here, well, 4. By the swings. So yes, just how's that? No, it's still hard, but it's coming down. It's because it's there. I think. There. Let's change the name of that really quickly from Terraplane to I could probably do something from a storybook rather than a fairy theme here, like Alice's or Ride the Unicorn on and that sort of a thing too. We could do something that focuses on the swing. Sorry about that, like kids something like that. So let us emphasize the swingy parts rather than the cheer. We'll call it, I could do it like kiddie swing. Again, kiddies is probably not varied or story, although it would make sense. Kitty chairs is fun. Or kitty corner or something like that. Well, let's just go ahead over here. Or I could do like Sir Lance a lot, except with swings a lot. Although again, like that'd probably be more of a myth thing. But let's just focus on swing, like from the storybook. Ooh, I got it over the garden. That's good. And then we'll just need to add a power facility here too. I'll be good to go. That's probably right there. Get over here. That's good. That says I'm gonna have insufficient funds, so I can't do that. Sorry. Alright, so the next thing I need to do is to go I already did the coaster. And let's go ahead and hit the play button. And while I'm doing that, also, after I've checked the coaster, actually I wanted to do some things like some benches and some stuff like that too. But instead, I definitely wasn't. So let's move those here. Let's go ahead and get started for you folks. And then. While I was testing the coaster, probably is a good time for me to ride the coaster. Get a feel of that. It's down here. Follow her up. That's that. let's go ahead and open it. Get that money. I'm going to use that money to fund the opening of that. How much was it looking at? I'm at 200 now. It was. Let's see. I'm in the secret section. And this should be the facility. It's done? Yeah, it says, I thought it was done. Is there enough power in the power facility? Let's take it. Maybe I just need to add another power facility. Where do I go to see which power? I figured that was going to show me. Power available 63. Yeah, I haven't connected that to this place, so that's the issue. I need to connect another effect section. Yeah, system for that. That extra 200 doesn't seem to me. Try to speed it up. Just give me lots of research, though. Nope. It's basically keeping me at the same amount. could take another loan for just a couple $100. I don't want to, but I could. It just seems like it's spinning around in circles. Now I'm at positive. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, and now back down to negative again. Yeah, the only way I'm going to get out of that. Actually, I'm at positive. Yeah, I'll just do that really fast for Let's Play purposes. I'm sure you guys get bored of just sitting around waiting to get the money. So let's go and take it real quick. How much is it? Just as a heads up. Facilities. From here to here is 207. I can definitely barge her. Increase the loan by 200. Let's make it 300. Just make sure. Because I think it was 207, right? Confirm the increase of my loan. Alright, finish the power and then turn it on. And then we'll call it the end of the day. Alright, folks. Why is that still not working? It's all connected. Do I need more power? Yeah, it says power available 0. I gotta add another power station. That's not good. Because that is going to be Yep. That will be our money. Over here. Actually, probably there. Probably a better place. How much is that? Wait. Just right there. Another 800. Yeah. Alright, I'll try. I'll take it. Alright. Yeah. I'll try to take another $1,000 to get that. I probably don't need to do another 1,000, but I gotta connect those. That's sort of thing too. Okay. Increase the loan. Alright. These right here. Gotta connect them. Alright. They are now all connected, right? weird that that's still. Extra power is required with another 20 mil. Since I got 2 power generators. So let me double check the others. It's connected 1. It's connected to 1, 2, 120 here. Hold over here. Power up at 172. So they're both connected over there. About here. Then over here, it just has the one. It has 0 connected actually. So maybe that middle section needs to be demolished. Maybe that's the issue. So I'm gonna try real quick. I said demolish it. Demolish power cable, sorry. That's all. Oh, there, that worked. I gotta take all the way to me. Alright, so this time, let me try going around it and see what happens. It does go over that, but let me see what that works. Which I don't want, because apparently that might be the issue. Nope, still not there. Still connected, 0 connected generators. You guys really don't care about this. I'll try it again. This time I'll actually build something in between. State. It did say it gave me the money back. I still didn't pull it off the map. Right. I'm going to try playing around with it and see what I think that can do. And then I'll just let you know. I at the end of this. Maybe I have to load a save or something like that and get that taken care of. For your folks, I'll figure that out later. Get that taken care of for you. And avoid that and just take out the extra one. Alrighty, but I want to thank you so very, very much for just taking some time out of your day and investing, right, and watching my video, because we all have so many things that are happening in our lives. We're pulled in so many different directions too, right? In fact, you spent this time with me. That's incredibly humbling. I really do appreciate that. So thanks again, and just let me know what your thoughts are on next. Alrighty, you have an amazing day.